Hello, welcome back to my channel. This week I'm at Seattle's famous Pike Place market. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up so that way we can keep on growing. Now, Pike Place Market opened in 1907, and since then it has grown to hold over 200 businesses and 24 buildings along 9 acres of land. And that's all along the water. So, I think we have a lot of eating to do. Let's go. Our first stop is a restaurant called Lowell's. Lowell's? Lowe's? I just keep seeing Lowe's when I see it. This is the name, and this is where we're going. There it is. So let's get in line. Okay, I'm going up to the 3rd floor. It is seat yourself, and then they give you a table number. So that way they bring the food to you. But I was hoping, yeah, the top floor has an incredible view. Okay, this is the Crab Benedict. So it looks like we have this insane amount of hash browns under this like carving knife, and then an orange, and then there is the Crab Benedict. It also said it was on, like, this is an herb hollandaise sauce, but I think it's on like a, also like some kind of like herb bread. But I'm excited to dig in. All right, we are going to try it. This is... That is so good. You really taste the herb in hollandaise sauce, which I feel like really like brings out a lot of the flavor. And the crab, here, let's see if I can show you. It's like whole giant lump pieces of crab. So flavorful. It's also on like just one piece of bread, which I kind of like. Because normally they're on like an English muffin, or like 2 pieces of toast or something. It's kind of nice. Just like flows better. Oh. All right, let me try the hash browns. These are like your classic diner hash browns, which I'm a fan of. I love a shredded potato hash brown. They're soft, they're crunchy, they're exactly what you want a hash brown to be. Well, I can definitely say if you're coming to Pike Place Market, this would for sure be a stop. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish this, and then I will catch up with you when we go to our next spot. I actually remembered one more thing I wanted to say before we went to our next spot. So one thing to note about this omelet, now I was between the two, the crab one and the salmon one, and they have other stuff on their menu. But in general, I think that their menu is definitely expensive, and I think you pay for that because you're getting like, you know, fresh caught fish. But this, sorry, not omelet, this Benedict. This Benedict costs $32 with tip. So even though these hash browns are like diner style, you're not getting diner prices, but you are getting fresh crab. So it's definitely worth stopping by if, you know, this interests you, but be prepared to pay. All right, catch up with you soon. The iconic gum wall. So if you don't know what the gum wall is, you can see from me just walking through. Yeah, it's a lot of gum. Let's go out from under the alley so you can see. Here it is. Pretty gross, but it's one of Seattle's tourist attractions. And it also looks like there's an improv club right in here, which is kind of fun. Okay, luckily I found some gum in my back pocket, or my backpack, so we are gonna contribute to this gum wall. Let's chew. Ready? walk around while I chew. It's pretty gross though. People like made things out of the gum, like this is a heart. Nasty. Okay, where should I stick it? I'm gonna do it by the Improv Club. Okay, you come here, where I'm sticking my gum. It's gonna be right here by the Improv Club. You'll never be able to find it, and I also hope you don't want to find it. It's kind of gross, but ready? Never again. Okay, now we're gonna get a little espresso from Ghost Alley Espresso. For frame of reference, this is the gum wall, and this is Ghost Alley Espresso. So it's really close by. If you want to get your coffee, then go and walk and look at all of that gum, which I still think is kind of gross, but I will admit it's pretty cool, like looking at it as a whole. Yeah. Okay, so apparently, I don't know if it's that improv theater, but according to Google, the Unexpected Theater Company, I'll put the right name on the screen, are the people who started the gum wall. Supposedly, they would put their gum on the wall by near where the theater was, and it kind of just caught on. But apparently in 2015, they did scrape this to like help make sure the bricks preserve. So I guess the gum's not as old as it could be, but either way, it's pretty cool. Definitely worth stopping by if you're at Pike Place Market. Okay, I got my shot of espresso. Let's try it. Okay, also to confirm, back there it says the Unexpected Production, which it looks like that's the Improv Club. So I think that club that I was referencing before, which we'll confirm on screen, is the club that started the gum wall, which would make sense because it's right there. So now let's try the espresso. Okay. Oh, that's smooth. I like black, dark coffee, and this stays on your tongue. The flavor remains. It's so nice and warm and cozy. Definitely recommend this. And now I'm ready for some more food. Let's go. I'm so happy. Okay, this is Seattle's fish market. They have this like little trick fish that they just scared someone with right there. You can see right there. Kind of silly. But this is where you have probably heard of them throwing the fish. They'll throw and there's a big roar and it's a huge charade. I thought I heard someone say that they only throw the fish like if someone actually buys it. But oh, I think it's happening. Okay, well there you go. That's exactly what I was talking about. Super fun. Okay, this is where we're headed next, but there is a long line, so it's gotta be good. These are all of the pastries that they have. I heard them talking about these Swedish meatballs, and to ask, I think that they're new. But I think I'm gonna get one savory and one sweet. That was the recommendation, and I'll show you what I think. So I'm gonna try the savory one first. Okay, it kind of looks like a fish or like a salmon, which I think is the intention, but it's the smoked salmon. I believe it said pate. It's warm as well. It's also hot out, so I'm excited to try the sweet one because that's not warm, but I'll have a bite of this first. Okay, first bite, I have a lot of bread, but the little bit of salmon I got is very good. It tastes a lot like just pureed smoked salmon. So this is what the inside looks like. I'm gonna take another bite to try and get less bread. So the bread is really soft, and I like all of the herbs on the outside. It's definitely really good, and I do like it, but it is a lot of salmon. It kind of tastes like I said, you like pureed smoked salmon up. I don't don't know if there's like a cream in it. I feel like it's mainly, like if it said pate, which I think it did, I don't think that there's cream in pate, and it's just like pureed. And so just pureed up and then wrapped in this bread and then baked. I think what's throwing me is that it's warm. I think I might like it better if it was cold, but that maybe is because this like smoked salmon type of flavor I'm only really used to as like a cold food. So let me try the sweet one. Okay, so I got their cardamom bread, which, I mean, this just like looks incredible. It's extremely sticky though, which is fine. It kind of gives me like sticky bun vibes, just in more like a wrapped bread type. So let's try this. That's really good. Look at the inside. So again, this was a Russian bakery. So Piroshky Piroshky. It says that they were available. It says that they started in 1992, so they've been here for a while. There was a really long line, and there's a bunch of other options. So I definitely recommend coming here. I think if you're gonna come here and you wanted something savory, that this cardamom bread is definitely worth it. I really like the flavor. They were saying in line that everything was like handheld, meant to walk around, but this is pretty big. I definitely feel like you could split this, especially if you're planning on having a lot of food around at Pike Place Market, just like I did. For the salmon one, you definitely have to like salmon because the flavor is really strong, and it is like, there's a good amount of salmon in there, so it flows throughout. I definitely think if I was to come back, I would try something else from their savory option, but I still think it's a good option to try. And also, Seattle's known for their salmon, so if that's what you're in the mood for, try it out. Okay, still more to eat. Okay, this place might look a little familiar to you. I am not going inside, but it is the original Starbucks, or at least that's what it's called, because the original Starbucks is actually a couple blocks away, but I don't remember what year. I'll put it on the screen if I can find it, but they did move this Starbucks to be here, and that is when they called this the original Starbucks, because the one 2 blocks away no longer exists. So you can see that there, you know, I think is always a line around this long because people want to go to the first Starbucks ever, but it's pretty cool and definitely worth stopping by, or at least like walking past when you come to Pike Place Market, because honestly it's kind of cool. And Seattle's known for their coffee, but also obviously the origin of Starbucks. Okay, our next stop is actually here for some Greek yogurt. They have so many varieties. We'll see what I get. Okay, I have my Greek yogurt. I think I got some footage. I'm not sure how well it came out, but I was asking them if they make the yogurt there, and they said no, they make it in their factories, but that they do sell it in some grocery stores, and that they make all of the flavorings there, and that some of the flavors are in the grocery store. Okay. It is really creamy. They said that this was the most popular flavor, and I see why. It just tastes like the best parts of like a berry cobbler, like a pie. Because you've got like graham cracker type topping, that like berry compote throughout, and then the creamy Greek yogurt. Also, I will double check it's Greek yogurt and not just regular yogurt. I thought it said it was Greek, but I realized I didn't triple check. I'll put it on the screen, confirmation. But either way, worth it and refreshing on a super hot day. Okay, I just had more of the yogurt and it was delicious. I think for me, it's definitely a lot of yogurt, so you have to be in the mood for that flavor. But the berry and the graham cracker complement it so well. So if you are looking for something that is refreshing but not like so sugary, like ice cream, this is a really good option. And it's actually kind of cool that you can just like get a cup of yogurt with, you know, some really good flavoring in it. I will say they had, which I think I also showed you, some really cool flavors like pumpkin pie and passion fruit and all these different things to try. Obviously I just tried the most popular flavor, but I definitely would go back to try some of their more like funky options. So if you're here and you're looking for a refreshing treat on a hot summer day like today, then I definitely would recommend Elleno. This is what I would recommend. I cannot pronounce things. So Sorry about that, but this is what I would recommend for sure. Okay, we are going upstairs for some more coffee because we're in Seattle and you can never get too much coffee. Storyville Coffee. Okay, let's go try the coffee. Okay, so I got an iced cortado, but I got their homemade coconut cashew milk, which is kind of cool. It is a $2 extra charge, but for a homemade milk, it's definitely gonna be worth it. So we're gonna try it. It is really creamy. So this is totally different from what I got earlier, even though they both are just a shot of espresso. Obviously this was with ice and milk, but the earlier you could really taste like the coffee flavor and it's on your tongue. It was very different. This is just like so refreshing and very creamy, but with that hint of coffee that you want. Highly recommend it. And also, I'll try and get some footage, but there's some really cool views out this window. It's got a great aesthetic and the lighting's a little low, so if you're looking to come and get some work done, this is a really great hidden gem. And it's right above Pike Place Market. So like when you're out front, there is like a little like walkway right to, I guess when you're facing it would be to the right, and then you go upstairs. So it's kind of hidden, it's a lot more quiet because it's really bustling outside. It's this nice break in air conditioning. That is also a plus. Cheers. Okay, that's it. It's the end of my Pike Place Market little food adventure. I had so much fun today eating my way through Pike Place Market, and I met some really awesome people. So if you're one of them, thank you so much for taking your time to talk to me, and I hope to catch up with you again on the other side of the camera. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up so that way we can keep on growing. Bye!